In this work, we introduce OpenSU3D, a method for constructing OpenSet 3D scene representation for open-world scene understanding tasks. Specifically, we demonstrated the following three applications. First, automatic OpenSet 3D scene segmentation and labeling in a zero-shot manner using foundational models. Second, 3D object search and mask retrieval based on open vocabulary query. Lastly, answer spatial reasoning questions about the 3D scene using the constructed 3D scene representation. The input to our method is a sequence of RGBD images and their corresponding global poses. Each image is processed by the feature extraction module that uses multiple foundational models to extract information associated to each object or instance in the image. We specifically extract name, a detailed caption, bounding box, masks, fused multi-scale clip feature vectors, and their prediction scores. A unique ID is assigned to each instance, and the corresponding information is saved for next steps. Then our 2D to 3D use depth map and global pose to back project masks to 3D space. Our approach isolate intersecting region to limit search space and use KD tree search to identify set of overlapping point associated each segment. If overlap achieves certain competence, we update and track corresponding IDs. Finally, we do post-processing to create an unified instance-centric OpenSet 3D scene representation, which is then used for open-world scene understanding tasks like annotation and segmentation, instance retrieval, and spatial reasoning. We evaluated our method against recent state-of-the-art methods. Using the same experimental setup as the baseline methods, qualitative and quantitative evaluation demonstrated better performance in open vocabulary instance recall and segmentation. We additionally propose novel feature fusion formulation that better incorporates surrounding information, enhancing our ability to handle complex contextual queries. Manual assessment of recall across query types revealed comparable performance for instance, affordance, and property queries. However, for relative queries, our proposed formulation demonstrated improved performance, more accurately identifying correct objects in queries containing contextual information and yielding a more favorable overall similarity score distribution. Here is demo of open vocabulary instance retrieval. Our method not only performs 3D segmentation, but also annotates every mask. As described in the paper, employing LLM for refining labels yielded stable and coherent labels. In order to assess accuracy, we manually verified the assigned labels and identified occasional merging faults. For spatial reasoning, we provide the large language model with a simplified map containing key information for each 3D instance, a name, detailed caption, 3D bounding box, and centroid. We engineer a system prompt that enables the LLM to perform spatial reasoning using this information. Following are some of the associated experimental results. In summary, we introduce an incremental and scalable approach for OpenSet 3D instance segmentation that seamlessly merges instance-level per-image information from 2D foundational models into a unified 3D scene representation. We develop an innovative feature fusion formulation that enables the identification of instances within the same class through contextual queries and improves the overall open vocabulary 3D object search performance. Lastly, we explore the use of large language models in conjunction with our constructed 3D scene representations for automatic annotation and complex spatial reasoning queries.